Real cheating stories. Unveil the truth. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Cheating Stories. Girlfriend cheated my best friend. Background. Me, 25 years old man, moved to the US from the UK 7 years, dual nationality. I was dating a girl for almost 2 years. At first, the relationship was great. But after she moved in, she quit her job. Didn't do anything to help around the house, got a Dewey, and pretty much leeched off me for months. Fast forward to May 2023, I was ready to kick her out at this point. She would constantly beg me not to and say how much she needed me and threaten to kill herself on a daily basis. But the problem was my childhood best friend was coming to visit for 2 weeks, a trip we had planned a year prior. My girlfriend agreed we'd sort everything out after he went back home so I could enjoy time with friend I haven't seen in 5 years. Friend stays with us in the spare room at my house for 2 weeks. First week was good and all 3 of us had a good time. Unfortunately, I could only get 1 week off work, so the second week I worked while they stayed home. Red flags started appearing when they started going to the places while I was working. Places that me and my friend had planned going to, like sporting event and traveling, etc. He would choose to do stuff with her over me all of a sudden, and they were acting super suspicious constantly. Evidence came undeniable when I saw my girlfriend's lingerie on the floor when I came home early when I found it. They weren't home and I called him on the phone and asked him, "Do you want to tell me what's on with you? Because I'm not stupid." He instantly replies, "Have you been spying on us? That was all I needed?" Girlfriend messages me saying, "We're staying at my mom's for the night. We'll be back tomorrow for my stuff." You may call me petty for this, but if you could experience my emotions at that point, you would do the same. I spend the next 6 hours throwing out every single one of her possessions. She never cleaned her cat's litter boxes, so I shoved them in her trunk of her car at the bottom and then shoved all her clothes and items on top until her car was filled to the top. Any door you open would result in an avalanche of dirty clothes, boxes of random stuff, and cat poop. When the car was filled, the rest was thrown on the ground in a pile and got rained on. I text her one last time to tell her to grab her stuff ASAP. Do not come in the house as it will be locked. Luckily, she didn't have a key at this point. I blocked them both on pretty much everything. I left a note on her car simply saying, "Do not contact me ever again." I canceled her phone line and reported her phone lost and stolen so that phone or number could never be used again. I was paying for both, of course. I didn't see the reaction when they pulled up to her car the next day, and I really wish I did. I was so exhausted from the night before, I slept all day. When I woke up, everything on the ground was gone, but her car, with all her stuff, was still there. 2 weeks pass, and the car is there. I would laugh anytime I look at it, thinking about when that car door first opens and the smelly avalanche that follows. Unfortunately, I never witnessed her pick up the car. I got home from work one day and it was gone. If you're wondering how I got my revenge for the dude, he was living with his girlfriend and their kid back in the UK. I knew that he would spend every waking moment full of anxiety waiting for me to tell his girlfriend everything that happened. Some time passed, haven't talked to either of them since, and still had them blocked. All of a sudden, I'm getting messages from his friends from the UK asking me if I'm okay. Turns out this dude was bragging to all his friends about how he was fucking his best friend's girl behind his back. They all asked me for the real story since this dude couldn't get his story straight. I told them what happened. That information reached his girlfriend and he ended up getting kicked out. No one has heard from him since. As for my ex, well, I heard she moved in with her mom in some tiny room on an air mattress with her 3 cats that shit literally everywhere. No job, no money, and a few days before I kicked her out, she had to go to court and was handed 6 months probation for her do it. As for me, most of my problems disappeared, since most of them were in some way created by my ex. I did get therapy to help cope with the betrayal. It's been 6 months now. I finally started my own business and I can finally say I found true happiness. It really is a beautiful thing to watch karma kick in for bad people. That was another real cheating story. Please drop a line in comments. What do you think about it? I wish you a great day.